From Richard Stallman. To M.K. Henley at Prodigy.net. Subject: Application for membership in ex-boyfriends list. After reading what you've said about your ex-boyfriends list, I wonder if you could tell me how to apply for a place in it. My motivation is not that I would like the cachet of being on the list. Rather, I hope that the application process of being judged for a place on the list could be exciting or even joyous. If it takes you some time to decide whether I belong on the list, I won't mind waiting. I am aware of the theoretical possibility that the process might not reach a conclusion, that I might remain permanently in limbo pending a decision about whether I am to become X. I know this is unlikely, and I'm willing to take the risk. For information about me, see my personal site, stallman.org. My work is described in www.gnu.org. From Marion Henley. Subject: C'est un type. To Richard Stallman. Well, Richard, you are a real piece of work, as we Texas yokels are wont to say. The density of information on your personal website overwhelmed my brain circuits. I like your power tie. How did you find out about me? Marion. From Richard Stallman. To Marion Henley. Subject: C'est un type. Quoted: Well, Richard, you are a real piece of work, as we Texas yokels are wont to say. The density of information on your personal website overwhelmed my brain circuits. I like your power tie. Thank you. I wore that power tie on a cruise ship where I was being paid to give speeches and teaching classes for techies. I would not have gone to such a place otherwise. One evening they said people were supposed to wear formal dress. As a matter of principle, I don't own a real tie, so the power tie was the closest thing I had. The organizers agreed to pay me because a trip on a cruise ship would not in itself be a reward, not for me. I expected to be there alone. However, amazingly, I then found a sweetheart, so she went there with me, and she hated the experience. Sad to say, she is now in my ex-girlfriends list, which means I can now apply for a place in your ex-boyfriends list. How did you find out about me? I read an interview with you in the Funny Times. You sound like fun. Aside from that, I like your cartoons. My favorite was the one where the couple get married with eyes closed, then say, "Who are you?" So, how do I go about applying? Quoted: So, how do I go about applying? Well, I'm currently involved with a surgeon in Nashville. In the event of a romantic catastrophe, would you consider a spot on the emergency reserve boyfriend list? I am honored, and experience suggests that starting a relationship in emergency mode is likely to speed the processing of my application. I might end up on the ex-boyfriends list very soon once the slot opens up. If you decide to maintain standards by waiting a little longer before considering my application, I'll understand. I'm also curious, how long have you been going out with him, and how did you meet him? Hi, Richard. We met 7 years ago at a Brave Combo show in Austin at a great old dive called Liberty Lunch, now bulldozed to make way for a nearly vacant office park. Am I crazy, or is office park an oxymoron? We danced a little. He was quite nice, but I assumed he wasn't my type. 13 years younger, clean-cut, and pretty innocent. I still suspect he isn't my type, but perhaps that is my type. M. I heard some Brave Combo music that I liked. Have you been going out with him for 7 years now? If so, that sounds like my emergency services are not likely to be needed soon. I am in Saigon, eating some aged Beemster cheese which I got a week ago in Amsterdam. It is midnight. I am supposed to go to sleep soon, since I have to wake up at 07:30 to give a speech, but I don't feel sleepy yet. I was awake till 3 a.m. This evening at dinner, eating some rice with chopped mussels, I had a cartoon idea for the first time in almost 2 years. I'm asking an artist who recently offered to draw for me if he wants to draw this. You might find it amusing. I'll publish the cartoon if it gets drawn. Another message from Richard Stallman. It looks like you won't have room in the foreseeable future to consider any applicants for your ex-boyfriend's list. By now I should know better than to feel hope, but I can't quite learn this lesson. However, it occurred to me that our discussion could serve another purpose. Would you mind if I post the whole conversation on my website? I could leave out any specific parts if some of them give personal information you'd rather not publish. I think people might enjoy it. Hi, Richard. Good to hear from you. Last night I was thinking about your email from Saigon and wondering what high-tech Mission Impossible took you there. I can't remember anything too personal in our conversations, and my God, I just submitted a memoir to my agent that strips me to the core, hence the title, Strip Search. Please feel free to use whatever you like for your website if you think it might serve the higher entertainment good. It's true that I seem to be slipping into a deeper commitment with my doc, although I'm having to control my claustrophobic reflex and keep my hand off the panic button. I'm just too old to keep my hand off the panic... I'm just too old to keep repeating that tired pattern, although you seem like a remarkably intelligent, accomplished man, and it's regrettable we can't get to know each other better at this point. Maybe we can meet on the coast of Portugal when we're 80. I am happy for you, but this is bad news for me. My ex-girlfriend's list is pitifully short, mainly because there are so few applicants. I thought here maybe I would have another applicant, but no. I will put up the conversation in a few days. I hope people will enjoy it.